Hello, Dragonlings. According to Google Hangouts, I am live. If you're new to my channel, my name is Sky. I write urban fantasy under the name SD Haggis, and today we're doing a write-in that is live. Basically, how that works, I'm alone today. Sometimes I have guests, but today no one can make it, so it's all good. Join me if you will in the chat. Let me know what you're writing. If you're writing anything today, if you're editing, let me know what you're editing. Let me know what your goals are for today, this week, month, year. Yeah, I'm going to be flip-flopping. I have a rewrite/edit I need to work on so I can get it back to my editor. I also have some secret projects that I've been mapping out in a planner, and I might work on those. I don't quite know what I'm going to work on today yet. I've been having some computer problems lately, and yeah. I know that with my computer problems I've been having, I'm actually afraid to turn my computer off right now because I don't know if it'll come back on correctly, which is always fun. Hey, kiddo.
Are you making your film?
Yeah, I'm live. Go ahead and go watch your movie. This is my oldest. Good morning.
Good morning.
Go watch your movie. You need to wash your face. Weirdo. Go. 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 So, I don't even have any of my documents open, so this is already starting off fantastic. I don't know what I'm going to work on. I don't have anything open. I might actually just do some handwriting for this first sprint. This is kind of the notebook I've been writing any and all ideas on. Like, I've been writing YouTube video ideas. I've got tags I've written down in here that I want to do. I'm going to be starting a new series on YouTube. I haven't decided exactly what to call it yet. But like a lot of YouTubers do lists of various things. Authors do like 5 things you can do to write faster or something like that. And I wanted to do something similar, but from what I've seen on other channels, all the lists are like different numbers. Like some people, sometimes with just a single creator, I'll see like they'll do 5 things one time, 7 things, 10, and the list number always changes. So what I was thinking is for this series, I want to do 3, always. 3 is a magic number. So I figured I would do 3. So like some of the ideas I've got are like 3 tropes in romance I hate, 3 romance tropes I like, 3 series I won't read, 3 fantasy series I love. That's just naming a couple. 3 video games I don't like playing, 3 Jim Henson films I love. Yeah, I've got 22 video ideas listed, on one page. I have hiccup burp things. That's really weird. And then I have, thanks to a tag, I started writing down all the werewolf movies I've actually watched. The list is very short, considering the fact that I love werewolves. The list is very short of movies I've actually seen. Birds, come on, I fed y'all. Go back to sleep or something. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little parakeets. The birds are noisy. Oh, goodness. All right. Anyone join me live? No. Dear. I think we'll start the first sprint. I'll figure out what I want to actually write about. And the first sprint will start in 10 after. Sorry, I'm reading. My cover artist posted something in her group where she shows off pre-made designs. And I've bought several pre-made designs from her. All in all, I have bought a lot of covers this year. Yeah. I am keeping a list of all the covers I've bought on Google Docs. Let's see if I can pull it up. Book launch, covers, and artist list. There we go. That's what I want. Since I'm online, I can do this. I have bought a bunch, not just this year. I've been keeping track. I'm using this to keep track of all of the book covers I have, and actually I need to update it because it's not up to date. I just realized that. But my favorite cover artists, I have bought, let's see, this year alone I've bought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 covers from her. I have no books out. Now, 5 of those 11 are for the Shifters and Mages series, which I plan to rapid release. And for those who don't know, rapid release is where you have all the books done, or the books most of the way done, and when you release them boom, boom, boom in a row. A lot of people recommend every 2 to 3 weeks. My goal is to put them out every 3 weeks, actually. And that'll either start in late November, early December, or I will wait and hold off until January. And I'm leaning more towards January for my rapid release. And then it'll be like the first Thursday in January, which actually I believe, let me double check my calendar, because I want to double check my calendar in here. It'll be faster. January 2019. So I plan on releasing on Thursdays, no matter what. And the first Thursday in January is January 3rd, which is the day before my anniversary. So I'm leaning towards releasing January 3rd for the first Shifters and Mages story, which is Hunter's Betrayal, which is one of the things I should work on today. And then 3 weeks later, you see 3rd, 10th, 17th, 1, 2, 3 would be the 24th of January. So if I do rapid release, I'll release Hunter's Betrayal on January 3rd and Puck's Choice January 24th. And then the next one would come out 3 weeks after that, and then 3 weeks after that. So as I get closer to publication, I will have a better idea of what I'm doing. That's why I really need to get this edited. And again, I've been doing all this other stuff, and I have not opened a Word document. So yeah, I think we're going to do some handwriting. My birds are loud and obnoxious. All right, let's get my timer set up because we're like 1 minute till. Use my phone timer. Let's see, let's get clock timer. It's set for 30. Let's change it to 15. I don't remember why it was set for 30. Probably because I was sleeping. I have my pen. Let me know what you guys are working on. I'm probably just gonna free write for this first little bit. Actually, no, I can go back to my secret projects. I've been outlining them with basic outlines. There's 4 books in this series so far. I have outlined 2 of the 4. I have blurbs for the other 2, and I started outlining the 1. So I guess I'll finish that for this first 15-minute sprint. And I'll start it as soon as I type, 15-minute sprint starting at 10 after. Let's see, first 15-minute sprint starting. Okay. All right. So it is 10 after. Let's go ahead and start. Boom. Everyone write or edit or whatever it is you're doing today. And let me know in the comments below or in the chat what you plan on working on if you were working on anything. Ow. Excuse me.
Can we buy tonight?
No, not right now. Go watch a movie.
Spiral?
Grace. Go watch a movie. Bird Judy, you're so loud. So loud. This is what I have to work with, guys. This is what I have to work with. Feed them real food and they want to get noisy. They want to sing and talk all day long. Guess the next thing I need to do is make a map for this, because this is a fantasy world with kingdoms that are at war with each other. And of course, romance. It is. Just realized that I basically outlined the third project with the outline for my fourth project. Oops. Good morning, Sarah. Welcome. I think we're sprinting for another 2.5 minutes. What you working on today? You are up earlier than usual. Lately you haven't been up until like noon. Yeah, I'm handwriting and listening to the birds squawk until I figure out exactly what I'm working on. There's so many things I need to work on, and I'm just not in the mood to work on any of them. So I understand that feeling very well. And caffeine is king. And there's soda for non-coffee drinkers like me. I meant to get up early enough to like get cocoa started and be drinking cocoa on my live stream, but that didn't work out the way I wanted to. Cease and desist, Bridge. Cease and desist. They are. They're insane today. That is time. For anyone that joined in, how did you do? I finished outlining one of the four secret projects. And then realized that I outlined the wrong one. So that's fun. I'll figure it out. Some of it can stay, some of it can go. They're only like 10 chapters, so we'll figure it out. And then I started working on the second one. Or last one, I should say. So. I'll figure it out. I don't have much to talk about in between sprints. So I guess we'll start the next one at 30 after. So next sprint at 30 after. That gives us a few more minutes. I love that you call it an accidental fantasy, Sarah. I love that. Gryffindor, right? Because like it started as a horror, and then it got elements of fantasy and just became a fantasy from there. It's fantastic. I love it. During this break, I'm going to go ahead and jot down a few things in my planner. like the fact that we're doing this live stream. All right, then. All right. Sneaky. Yeah. That happens every once in a while. Like the secret project I'm working on is for a pen name because I want to write some erotic romance, and I don't want that. So my main thing is urban fantasy, which is fine. It has some steamy scenes too. Sorry, I feel like there's something on my face. And those have some steamy scenes too, but they're not terribly explicit. And my audience for my urban fantasy is aimed towards YA. That does not mix real well with erotic fantasy or erotic romance. So I'm gonna be putting the erotic romance under a pen name. Got the pen name picked out, and I'm ready to go with that. But yeah, I don't remember where I was going with that conversation. I have to get them written. I have 4 plans. Well, actually, I have 5 planned, but there's 4 in this particular series. Oh, political intrigue. So they're erotic romance, but they're becoming like very political. The whole idea started with doing a retelling of the Polar Bear King because I like my paranormal elements in my stories. I was like, I want to do some bear shifters. Let's do a retelling of the Polar Bear King, and it kind of sprouted from there. So there's lots of political kingdoms at war. Shiitake mushrooms going on. I think I will open Scrivener and work on writing the first one, actually. See how far I can get. Got 1 minute till we sprint again. I got 1 more to outline. That outline's basically done since I fucked up the last one. Goodness. Let's see. Where did it go? I'm moving things around and not finding them afterwards. Scrivener is telling me it cannot open the last project. Mostly because the last project, the last thing I did with it was saving on a flash drive that's not plugged in right now. So it can't open the project that's not in the flash drive because the flash drive is not plugged in. Let's make it fiction novel. I use Scrivener for writing. I want to write the first draft, not in Scrivener, so let's cancel that. It is 10:30, so let's get to writing. Okay, 15-minute timer set, and let's go. I'm going to finish outlining this last one. Guess the girls was my base number. They were watching Zookeeper. And I hear the song that basically plays at the end, I believe. I've seen it once. Twice. I don't remember. If you've seen the Zookeeper, there's a scene in that's like my absolute favorite where they're doing they're swinging from silks that are hanging from the ceiling. They're swinging from silks that are hanging from the ceiling. Oh my god, that sounds so weird. And it's actually a really cool scene. I love it. But that's pretty much all I like about that movie because I really don't like that movie. No. It's funny. It's a comedy, so I hope it is. Thank you. What's up? Hi.
Is there a friend online with you too?
It's just me today. I have someone in the chat with me, but no one's live with me today.
Who's that?
That would be
You?
me.
What are you doing?
Well, the timer's set because we're doing a sprint, so we're supposed to be writing.
Oh.
Oh. So can I get back to writing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you.
I would say, Mommy, movie's over.
And you guys can play a video game for right now.
Can we play Spyro?
We haven't installed Spyro on your system yet. We'll try that later, okay? Remember, because we're not even certain if it'll work. You'll have to wait for Daddy to get up to do that, okay?
Yes,
Not right now.
I want to play a game. Can we play a game in
Your room for right now, okay? Till my live stream is over, then you guys can go play one in the living room.
Okay.
Spyro definitely will not work on this system in order for me to take that. And it might work on the system in your room. We'll have to test that theory. We have Spyro for PS2, and the system in their room is a PS3 that is backwards compatible, but not all PS2 games play on it. We have not installed Spyro on it. We just found it again the other day. It was buried, but they want to play it. What they don't know is that later this week or early next week, I can't remember when, Spyro, all the games, the new pack comes out for the PS4. We've already pre-ordered it, paid it off, and we're just waiting for it to come out. So there's that, and I'll be playing the heck out of it because that's the first game I've ever played and beat. I've only beaten 2 games in my lifetime, and Spyro was the first one. What's up? The original Spyro. What's up? Yeah. Oh, this sprint is shot. What's up? This portion's behind. I usually don't even have the picture up. What's up? Me? Don't stand on that, please. I have enough problems with my computers. Don't stand on its battery break. Go play your game. For now. Go, 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 go. Go. That's my youngest now. The small ones, each live stream, like the first couple, they stayed out completely. Like I said, can you guys go play in your room? Just stay out of sight. And they did. But each live stream, they progressively encroach more and more on the sprints. And if there's other people like on the stream with me, usually what I do is mute myself because they always tend to bother me during the sprints. Never between. It's always during the sprints themselves. Oh man, it's fantastic.
The TV's not on. Yeah. We turned the thing on in the TV, but it's not turning on all the way.
So I have to go to troubleshoot a TV. No, we don't get to sit quietly. And I shall be back. I'm going to disappear for another, hopefully only a couple minutes, but there's 7 minutes left on the timer. All right. Should we go now? Back. All right. Hey, I'm back. Hello, Arby. Am I pronouncing it Arby? I can't read it very well. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I am working on some secret projects, and I'm outlining them. They're for some erotic romances that I'll be doing under a pen name. There's 4 in this series. Different characters, not the same character. They're all related to each other. That's what I'm working on. And there's only a couple minutes left in the sprint. I had to take off because my kids couldn't get the TV to work. They had accidentally unplugged the HDMI cable. I like some erotic books. These are going to be erotic romance. I don't like the ones that are nothing but sex all the time. That's just boring to me. As long as they have a plot around the sex, I'm okay with them. Because 90% of the time, like, a lot of them have a ton of sex scenes, and there's really no reason for all the sex scenes. Like, seriously, why? It's not a porno, but I guess they are. I guess they're porno for people that want to read instead of see. And we won't talk about 50 Shades, because to me, that's just bullshit. Eroticas can have a plot. They don't have to be nothing but sex. Like, there's been several I've read that's literally been, like, it starts off with the sex scene, and every 5 minutes there's sex going on. There's no plot except for the sex. That's not what they're meant to be. There's meant to be some kind of plot. There doesn't have to be a lot of plot, but there should be some kind of plot. It shouldn't be just sex all the time. And that is time. I basically gave up on this sprint because of the fact that I had so many distractions. Well, porn is visual and erotica is written word. That's the difference right there. So, but even pornos have plots. Well, okay. No, they don't. That's a lie. Some of them have plots. Some of the corny ones have plots. Let me rephrase that. Some of the bad porns have plots. And I'm going to get off that subject now because I don't really watch a lot of porn. Like, ever. Not my thing. All right. How did you guys do if you were writing, editing, whatever it is you're doing? I didn't get anywhere. I didn't get anywhere with that plotting. I'm on chapter 4 of 10, plotting. Woo! Go, Sarah. That's what makes one of us. Someone's getting work done. As long as someone's getting work done. I had to take care of kids. How do you like using YWriter? Like, I love Scrivener, but I wouldn't mind trying like something else. In another video I've done in the past, I discussed the fact that I'm not paying for Word anymore because already in a year I spent more money paying for a monthly subscription for Word than I had when I just bought it outright. I hate it. I hate that you have to buy a subscription instead of buying it outright now. Yeah, Scrivener can be confusing. I've just used the baby basics with it. Like, when you first open Scrivener, it asks you what kind of document you want to choose. You get to choose whether you blank document, fiction, and it has all the stuff set up for you, and nonfiction. And I just start with a blank one and write. However, I've only used it a couple times to convert into Word documents because I have to send Word documents to my editor. And I didn't like the way that Scrivener compiled everything, but that could just be me on my part. I need to learn, figure out how to format it correctly before I compile. I don't know. I've got to play around with that. How does YWriter do something like that where they can convert to other documents? Like, say you wanted to convert to a Word document to send to someone. What? We'll do another sprint in another minute. Actually, we'll do it at 50. I haven't gotten rid of Word completely because I do have it on my laptop because I have a disk form of, I think it's Microsoft Word 2010. I think it's 2010. When I first started working for Dell, before it was Dell, when it was EMC, and I was a temp worker, we had the option to RB, are you being a troll? I can't tell from your comments. I might have my secondary troll. I don't know. Anyways, what was it saying? Microsoft Word. Okay, weird. People who worked for EMC, whether they were temp or permanent, had the option of purchasing Microsoft 10 for like $10. And so I bought a copy of a single-use copy of Microsoft 10, which is currently on my laptop. I asked if you were being a troll because of your comments in the chat. They're just like random and out of nowhere. I keep getting distracted. But yeah. Not really, no. They are not of value. Not those. Not the last few. Dell and writing for Dell. Thank you. So Microsoft Word came on a disc, 2010, $10. Bought it, but I can only put it on one computer. So it's on my laptop. I don't have Microsoft Word on my tablet, which wouldn't matter because I can't use the disk on my tablet. The other thing is my tablet no longer connects to the internet. I haven't figured out why. It's just a dick. So, yeah. I work on like 4 different computers. I have my laptop, my tablet. I sometimes do stuff on my phone. I handwrite. And then if I'm at work, I use work computers. So, there is that. We'll do the next sprint in another couple minutes. And maybe I'll actually get some writing done. Maybe. I don't know. A friend and I were discussing this in one of the live streams. I think it was in the Scrivener chat, actually. The Scrivener chat live stream. But when they first rolled out Office 365 with the monthly subscription payments, I did have it. And I think I used it for 2 years. But in those 2 years that I had Office 365, the only program I used was Word. And I didn't use any of the other programs. I didn't use Publisher. I didn't even use Excel. I use Excel more now, and I just use it through Google Docs. I use Google, I think it's called Sheets, Google Sheets, and I use it there. But I only use it for 2 things. So there is that. And I paid $15 a month for just to use one program. So 15. That's after tax. I was paying $15 after tax. So 15 times. Oops, I didn't like that because I can't math today. $180 a year for a program that I was just using one program, and I paid about $180 to have a physical copy that I can put on multiple computers. So, and then not have to pay ever again. So that's what I liked about that. What do I do for work? I work for Dell, and I systematically take apart Dell cabinet servers. That is the easiest way of putting it. Yeah, it didn't cost me $10 a month. I don't know why. It would cost me more. But I did have it for 5 computers and 5 mobile devices as well when I had it. But I haven't had it for over a year now. No, I'm not working on computer science. All right, it is 55. So I'm going to go ahead and set the timer. Do another 15-minute sprint. And start now. All right, Arby. Fuck you. Okay? I've had short hair since I was in high school 10 years ago. All right? My hair is of no concern to you. What I do with it is of no concern to you. And you don't get to tell me what I have to do as far as physical exercise goes. So go fuck yourself and get off my chat. And now you've officially labeled yourself as a troll. If you weren't trolling before, you're definitely trolling now. So go fuck yourself. Get the hell off my chat. Not trying to be rude. Anytime you tell anyone, whether they're male, female, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Anytime you tell them what they can or cannot do with their bodies, whether it's their hair, their physical body, or anything like that, that is being rude. That is fucking rude. You do not get to decide what someone else does with their body. Alright. And you definitely don't get to come on my live stream and do it. No one asked for your goddamn advice. This is not a channel where anyone asks for your advice. Figured out how to at least put someone in timeout. I don't know how to fucking get rid of it. I don't know how to block people yet. On the live streams, at least. I'll figure it out eventually. Did report it, though. Rude comments get reported. Assholes get reported. Trolls be trolling hard today. Back to the writing. Coffee! I don't like coffee. Sorry. More coffee for you, though. You can have all of the coffees. You can have all of the coffee. News, your track. I decided to start the teapot, so I can make some cocoa. Because cocoa is delicious. And I'll drink cocoa all day long. I was just checking on the girls and seeing what they were doing, what game they were playing. When it starts whistling, take it off the burner and turn the burner off, and I will start making cocoa for everyone. Oops. Put that one back, Gwen. Put that one back. Grab the brown one. Put that one back. Put it back. Grab the brown one. There you go.
This one's for Daddy.
Thank you. I'm gonna be giggling about that comment. Your mom is annoyed faces priceless. They keep doing annoying things today. They've been gone all week, but they've been tyrants ever since. Because they went over to, so they stayed here during Hurricane Florence. And then they went over to my parents' place. My mom asked if they could come over to help clean up. And then because after they were over there was a portion of the road between my house and my mom's place that was closed off because of the damage done to the road, and they're actually repairing the road. So the road's been closed all week. So the girls have stayed over at my parents' place all week because that was the only route that had been open since the storm. And then it was closed off too. Yeah. They just got back yesterday. And I'm ready to strangle them already. Like, I really am. Ooh. I think that would be worse. Time is up. Did anyone get anything done during this writing spree? Because I sure as hell didn't. I wrote one sentence and dealt with a troll. And I put the troll in timeout. But I don't know how to get rid of them completely. And one of the things that's always gotten to be when I go back and watch a live stream later, all of the troll comments will have disappeared completely on any live stream that I watch later. So I'm going to go ahead and tell people what this person was doing. They came on and it started off normal, which is always what happens with trolls, by the way. But as we started talking about things got weird. They were talking about swimming for some reason and tried relating it to what was going on. And then the comments got rude. There was a comment mentioned about the fact that I should grow my hair out longer. This is the longest my hair has been since I was in high school. It has not been longer. In fact, actually, my hair got cut really short in high school. My high school senior pictures are to die for. I fucked up that day with hairstyling stuff, so not a surprise. And from there, the next comment was that I should also do some physical exercises. No. Mm-mm. I need to figure out how to boot completely. I don't know anyone to explain, and I'm not trying to explain. I'm trying to explain what the comments were about because they won't show up later. And so it'll look like I'm yelling at someone in the chat for, like, no reason. Because there will be no comments there. That's the only thing I'm explaining is what I was basically yelling at the camera about. And yes, he was the douchiest of douches, because I'm sorry. There's no reason for that bullshit. I do not put up with that bullshit. Not on my channel. And I found, so my sister is posting on Facebook right now, and I found the perfect comment that goes with that. Sort of. Like, it relates enough that I was giggling when she posted it. And it says, I'm hearing a lot of, so men are just supposed to be scared of women now? I mean, if that's what needs to happen for you to be cool with us, maybe. We've been scared of you for like 6,000 years. You'll get used to it after a while. And I thought that was perfect for what basically just happened. Yes, it is my house. This is my channel. I get to decide what goes on it and what gets to be said or not said. And I cuss all the time. Every comment you put a cuss word in, Sarah, it asks me if I want it to show or if I want to hide it. And I'm like, bitch, I cuss on my Joe channel. It's my channel. I have a lot of cuss. That means the people in the comments are allowed to cuss too. Oh, it's fantastic. I have had to monitor your comments. It's fantastic. I love it. Oh. Everyone at work always gets surprised when I cuss because I work on a team. There's 12 of us in my particular area, and I don't even bother trying not to. I just do. There's 12 of us in my particular area, and I'm one of 2 women. And so all of the guys are always so confused when I suddenly start cussing. Like, I'm really quiet most of the time at work. Like, I don't talk to anyone about anything. It's not that I'm focused on work. It's just that I'm one of those people. I don't like talking when I don't have anything to add to a conversation. But when there's conversation that I like to talk about, I do join in. And there's a lot of cussing involved every single time. And every single time, it always seems to shock them. They're just like, Sky! And I'm just like, what? It's fantastic. I was probably most definitely a sailor in a previous life. And there's some theories about... Oh, my water is done. Let me go at least turn that off real quick. Ow! At her. My foot.
Mommy.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'll make coffee and cocoa in a minute.
Where was Daddy?
I'll make it in a minute. Here, wash the spoon for me because we need the spoon. Wash it really good because it's covered in potatoes. Because that's what Daddy and I had for dinner last night. Potatoes. That's how you spell sailor, yeah. I was wondering how you spelled sailor's name. I love that. But so there's a theory that your fears in this life are how you died in a past life, and if that's true, I most definitely must have been a sailor, because not only do I cuss like a sailor, I um I have a deep dark fear of drowning and deep water and things. It's not even the water itself, but there are monsters in the deep you do not mess with. Like, no, there's a whole lot of nope in the ocean. So I'm pretty certain in a past life I was on a ship as a sailor, and my ship was brought down by the Kraken or something. It's the only thing I can think of. Oh, dear goodness. I hate watching underwater footage. I love sharks. I think they're awesome creatures. And there's some other things in the deep that I'm just like, those are really cool. And my favorite thing growing up, ever since watching Free Willy, my favorite thing growing up has always been orcas. I love killer whales, orcas. But everything else in the ocean scares the snot out of me. No. I mean, have you looked at an anglerfish, man? Those things are fucking scary looking, and they kind of like to draw you. Oh, look at that. It's so plump. Yeah. Monsters. All of them. Oh, goodness. All right. Do another sprint at 20 after. Let's see. Maybe I'll actually get some work done on one of these sprints. One of them. Not getting anything done. I think I'm going to try free writing for a bit. Instead of trying to outline, I'll think I'm going to just write some words. Oh my god. I can't work today. If the next one doesn't work out, I'm done. I don't know what else to do if the next one doesn't work out. This is what, sprint number 4? Let's see. I gotta go back through the chat and find out because I can't remember. 2. 3. 4, yeah. So this will be sprint number 4. It's gotta be fun. I'm gonna open up Scrivener for this one, and yes, I know. Scrivener project not found. So what happens whenever you start yourself with? Start with a blank file. It's actually not a bad idea, just to free write and talk about how much I don't want to write. I could talk about why I'm not working on Hunter's Betrayal right now, because that's fun. All right, it is 20 after. I'm going to go ahead and get my timer started now. What's wrong, Glenn? Okay. They're whining. on, Gwen. Gwendolyn? No, ma'am. Put that back.
Are you doing the new one? Mm-hmm. What happened to the old one?
What's wrong? Alright, sister. Coco stays out here. It does not go to your room. Coco, Coco, Coco.
Mommy, can we have a sleepover at the Ginger's? Saturday?
We shall see. I'll talk to them about it.
What?
I'll talk to them about it.
Okay. You don't have D&D next Saturday?
We do not have D&D next Saturday.
Why?
Because there's still lots of road closings and work being done, and Grandpa has said no. Grandpa's already canceled it. And considering he's our DM, or he's our storyteller, kind of need him to run the campaign. So if he's saying no, then the answer is no.
What is that noise? No. Come on. It's gonna What?
Okay. I guess that works.
Oops. Back home. Ah, big.
Hey Gwen, you remember that spoon?
Yeah.
Right here.
Why?
Because there's some cocoa powder that didn't get mixed in correctly. It and start to choke on it. That is not a good thing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Better.
What did you say?
I said better. That means you're sharpening it too much.
No.
Mm-hmm.
My finger's broken. What? I got him for fourth place. Where's my cocoa? It's a little bit brown. Come on. Green, yellow, brown, blue, dark green,
Time's up. Sorry, I had to finish that sentence. I went ahead and free wrote for this sprint, and I got a full page. So, and I basically did exactly what you were talking about, Clara, in your last comment. You said that you tried free writing on Friday night and wrote pretty much the fact that you didn't want to. Yeah. That's pretty much what I did with this. I was writing about how I needed to work on Hunter's Betrayal and wasn't, because I'm a horrible person. And what I was going to do about it. What'd you work on?
Okay, now I need
What's wrong there?
green.
I think I only have one more sprint in me. And actually, I'm not concerned about that. I think that. Oh no. Well, that's interesting. I understood what you were saying. I understood. I don't think I did too bad, considering the fact that I was free writing, making cocoa for 3 people. And
Daddy's gonna be mad when we have hot cocoa and we didn't make any for Daddy.
it would be cold cocoa by the time Daddy wakes up. So they can deal and make cocoa when he wakes up. Yeah, I bet. Does WideWriter allow you to separate? So Scrivener, the thing I like about Scrivener is the fact that you can separate chapters and work on each piece separately versus with Word, it's all one document. Does WideWriter does that? How does WideWriter do it? Is it all one document or is it sections? Out of curiosity. I'm gonna have to check out WideWriter.
Come on.
I hear a lot of people talking about WideWriter and how they like it better than Scrivener. Anyone who uses WideWriter that I know of is kind of like you and said that Scrivener was complex. Yeah, that's always a plus.
Okay, I need that one.
And I feel like it is probably won't.
Purple. What could I do with purple?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, that makes sense.
on.
I'll have to check it out. I think I have one more sprint. Yeah, I'm gonna do one more sprint in another 2 minutes. And that'll be the last sprint of the day. Because there's another live stream actually that starts at noon my time, 11 your time, Sarah, on another channel that I follow. I have to go back and look at it. It was posted in the AuthorTube group. Let me see if I can find it. Who posted it? They're gonna do a write-in. It was 3 authors that I follow. Okay, so it's gonna be on Mandy Lynn's channel, and it's hosted by Mandy Lynn, featuring Brooke from By the Brook and Natalia Lee. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. But I figured I want to join that one because I haven't watched one of their live write-ins yet, so I wanted to. You're posting too fast. Oh, it is time. Let's go ahead and get some writing done. Maybe by then you'll be able to post again. All right, start now.
Whoops. This is broken.
And trash it. There should be another sharpener because there's the green one. I don't know where it is. I don't know what you guys did with it. But there was the green sharpener. It's supposed to be in the top drawer.
Very top?
Yeah, the very top. I don't know where it is.
Is that in here?
Okay, well, I don't know where it is then. That's where it's supposed to be. People keep moving it. I'm sorry. I said people keep moving it. I'm sorry.
I'm in first place.
Good job.
I'm in first place. I heard.
Rude.
What?
I said you're rude.
Mm.
You could have been a little nicer with that.
You're running now. Come on, I have to hurry. But it turns out. Done. Hello. Blue and white makes bright, light bright. Blue, light blue. I need black. I haven't used yellow. Use yellow. I love you. I love you. What?
You're singing, and it can be heard. And Sarah just commented, it's like American Idol auditions over there. Which I know you don't understand, but American Idol is a show where they compete against one another to sing. Some people are good at it, and some people are horrible at it. She's coloring a picture right now.
Done. Mommy. Mommy. Mommy.
Yes, pretty. Lots of colors. Mary Roach. I have to look that up. Ugh.
What can I decorate on here?
I got my outline finished for the 4th pen name project. That's what I'm going to call it, pen name project. And there's 4 minutes, 3.5 minutes left of the sprint.
Star Wars is the name of the dragon.
Star Wars is the name of the dinosaur?
Yep. And I get 2.
Okay. You going to write some stories about Star Wars?
No, maybe. But I need to decorate both of these.
Okay.
So that's why I got my journal on my decorate thing up.
Okay. What do you need scissors for? No, ma'am. Put them back. Mm-mm.
I need something to trace.
Apparently, Star Wars is a dinosaur. I want to write some dino. Every time I sit with the kids, they start telling me all these stories about things they draw in color. Makes me want to write children's books, and then I remember that I can't.
There.
Like, I do not have the mental capacity to write children's stories.
I need a rainbow.
You need a rainbow?
Yeah. What?
Go ahead and sit and write. Dinos are awesome.
Great time. Okay, I'm done. When's first place again? First place? Third place.
Cocoa is gone. Time for the Pepsi.
don't need sponge again. Green. Black.
And that is time. After you transferred everything over, how far did you get, Sarah? I'm sorry, I'm stretching. Oh, God. I finished. I have 4 complete outlines. Yep. And I did some free writing. And I think I'm ready to actually start writing these pen name projects. I like calling them pen name projects. I think I'm literally going to call them pen name project 1, 2, 3, and 4. So overall, I'm happy with today's progress. But at the same time, I know I could have done better, and I probably should have worked on Hunter's Betrayal. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. Clean characters now. Section 2, chapter 1. Just gonna go over process. Yeah. How many chapters do you have total? Out of curiosity. Because, like, I planned the pen name projects, they're meant to be novellas, they're meant to be short. So I planned each one to have 10 chapters. It might have more, it might have less. But for now, they're planned to be 10 chapters. 20. 20 is not bad. My novels have usually somewhere between 20 to 30 chapters. Typically. Do you find that all your chapters are about the same length as far as word count goes? 6 sections per chapter. Holy crap. How long is each section? Roundabouts. Nope. Oof. That's not bad. 78,000 is not bad. I think my novels are usually about 70 to 80K. But I write urban fantasy for young adults, so young adult is expected to be shorter. I say that, and there's some novels out there that are monsters. I'm glad you're happy with it. It is outside your norm because you like horror and you write horror, and then you've got this accidental fantasy that amuses me so much. Accidental fantasy, and it is so outside your norm. Like when you consider, like that would be. So I write romance, and I write urban fantasy, and I write monsters falling in love. So you writing an accidental fantasy when you're normally a horror author is like me going from writing urban fantasy to writing horror. So you can't get out of jail. Is it still like preventing you from commenting, but so often? That is so funny. Oh goodness. They're showing up on my side. But yeah.
When?
I can't do horror. I can't. I don't know what it is. But you're writing the accidental fantasy is like it would be like me writing horror. That is too funny. Too funny. Ooh. Do. You don't even read fantasy? That is the best part. Like, that's amazing.
Okay.
I was looking through my e-reader yesterday because I'm switching basically from reading paperbacks to my e-reader because I have it on my phone and it goes everywhere with me and all that fun jazz. So I was looking through it yesterday and sorting everything into collections based on, most of the time it's based on author, because usually if I like one book by an author, I'll buy all of their books. So I have it sorted by author, but there's a couple where I only buy like one or two from each author, so I still have it sorted by category. And I have a lot of fantasy. I have a couple dystopian. I have a handful of mysteries. I have no horror, none. The horror I've read either in paperback form or I was reading it when I still had a Kindle Unlimited subscription. Whereas now I don't have Kindle Unlimited and I just buy outright. And I haven't read any horror since then, since it's not a genre I generally read. Because I'm a big scaredy cat. I'll just go with that. But it's really weird. I didn't realize how much I had of various genres until I started sorting the books on my e-reader. It was just interesting to discover what genres I read. I don't watch a lot of TV. And when I do, I have Netflix, so I binge watch. I have a tendency to binge watch when I do watch something. So like the last two things I've watched were Van Helsing, the TV show that's on Netflix, and Disenchantment. I watched Disenchantment. There's 13 episodes, I believe. I watched it over the first season over the course of 2 days. And then same thing with Van Helsing. I actually started watching the first season of Van Helsing the same day I finished Disenchantment. And I got through the first 6 episodes, I believe. And then 2 days later, I finished that season. I've still got to watch season 2. I actually like that show. But when I watch TV, I tend to binge watch, and then I'll go weeks without watching anything, and then I'll binge watch again. That's what I do. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. We're not going to talk about how many. I don't tend to watch the live streams unless I'm sitting down to actually write. I need to get back in the habit of doing that. Because honestly, this is probably the first time I've actually sat down to write all week. I have not written anything since last weekend. And even last weekend, because that was when we had the hurricane, I think. I'm losing track. But because of that, I haven't done anything. Yeah, I tend to, so I don't have autoplay on, but I'll do a lot of where I search certain keywords. Like I've been trying to find more tags to do. And so what I'll do is I'll just put in a tag I've heard of, but I don't know I don't know who's done it. So I'll put in a tag title, and I'll just basically watch every video, and I'll open them all at once, so I can just click on the different tabs on my computer and just watch them in a row while working on other stuff. That's what I've been doing lately. But anyways, I see that Mandy's live stream is already live with Brooke and Natalia. So I think I'm going to end my live stream here because I don't have anything else really to say. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to get done. And there's a lot of factors as to why. But I'm hoping to get something else done today. I would like to get some more done. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream here. Next week, hopefully, I'll get more done. I'll have my next live stream Sunday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. And I will see everyone next weekend.